Hi guys, this is EBPMAN with TabletForMe.com, and today we're going to take a look at a holster case for the Samsung Galaxy S3 that's available at Best Buy. Alright, you guys all know already that I'm a real big fan of TPU cases, and these are these cases that are kind of the rubberized plastic cases. But every now and then I like to have my phone connected to my hip, and there aren't many combos out there or holsters that you can find that don't come with a case cover like this. And if you want to be able to have it securely on your side, you need to be able to get one of these type of holsters. And we're going to talk about this holster and what makes it so special, or what I would consider worth the money, even though it's on the higher end of the spectrum. But before we go into the actual holster, let's talk about the cover itself. The case cover, this is a plastic case cover. It's a hard case cover that slides into your Samsung Galaxy S3. Let's see how that gets connected. So first thing you'll do is you'll detach the case just as I did there. You'll slide in the bottom of your S3. Then you'll take the other half and slide it also until it snaps in. Now, if you do have a zag screen protector, what I found is that they tend to kind of bunch up sometimes because of how this slides in so tightly. This case does have a raised edge to it, so you don't have to worry about leaving your phones on its face and it getting damaged, because you do have some space between the actual glass and the phone. The other thing is, if you notice, is all the cutouts are well aligned, as you'd expect for this type of case coming from Best Buy. You have your volume rocker is exposed, as you can see on this side right here. You have your headphone jack and then pinhole microphone. You have your flash, you have your speaker, and you have your camera. And on the bottom, you have the actual access to the charging port. So, nice case. It doesn't come off. It has kind of a felt background, and if you want to remove it, you press down to actually slide it out so that it will come out. It comes out like that. It has this felt here that adds additional, I would say, pressure so that the case is tight. I have seen that with time. Sometimes this thing will give a little bit, and what I found is putting like a business card behind here without covering up your camera returns it to kind of that tight finish. But once again, because it slides so tightly, if you do have a screen protector, what will happen is it will bunch up your screen protector. I just found that from experience. I'm using a SPG screen protector. I've reviewed them a couple times on this YouTube channel. It's kind of one of my favorite screen protectors, and it's a dry screen protector, so it doesn't bunch up. And if you notice, the screen protector doesn't come all the way up to the corners, so as I slide this in, I don't have a problem. Let's talk about the holster for a second. With the TPU case or this hardcover case that comes with the actual holster, they both fit inside of this holster. So you can choose which one you want to use. Now, what I like about this holster, what I think sets it apart from some of the other ones, is I've seen some where you slide in the phone and it has some arms on the side. What ends up happening is with time, those arms tend to break off. What I like about this is that, first of all, it has this cradle area. I'll just call it the cradle area, where when you slide in the phone, it's basically going to be protected from falling down or popping out. And you notice that there's a lot of material here that's going to stop your phone. The other thing I like about this phone is this hinge that you have here, this clasp that holds the phone in place. I like this because it is, I would call it, I don't want to use the word heavy duty, but it's probably one of the strong ones that I've seen. This hinge snaps down and holds your phone in place. So if I were to take my phone and just slide it in, as I was saying, like this, and I were to lift this up, you notice, you hear that? Snaps in, and that's not coming out. There's no way that phone is going to come out. If you have this connected to your hip, and you use other holsters in the past, I've knelt down on the floor, I went to pick something up, and maybe something in my pocket pushes the phone out, and then the holster, kind of the phone flops out. Notice that as I'm pushing up, like let's say if there's any pressure that comes here, you have, it won't come out. The rocker does rock a little bit, the clip, but the phone does not pop out. So you also have on this side pretty much a rotation depending on how you want to keep it on your hip. If you want to keep it this way, or you want to keep it going downwards. Regardless of how you want to hold it, once again, it's not going to come out. If it gets pushed, notice, it's not going to come out, and if I try to push it out this way, it's not going to come out. So this is, while it's expensive, it's one of the better cases that I've seen, or holsters, because it keeps your phone in place and it won't fall out. So if you have any questions or comments about this case and holster, leave it on the YouTube channel.